How's it going, VC? It's Billy here. This time coming at you with a sealed to revealed. I did one of these right after Christmas, Cinderella Night Songs, and the response was pretty good. What I'm going to do here is show you a stack of records that in my last video I had mentioned that I come from the sports card world. I was in sports card and memorabilia business for, gosh, probably 89 I started, so probably 15 years, 89 to 2004. And it, off and on, either owning my own store or managing a store. And like I said, the sports card world has kind of went in a different way. My thinking and the thinking of most sports card collectors is to keep everything as pristine as possible, which I can understand that all of us want pristine records and things like that. But the sports card world has taken it to a whole nother level and started encapsulating their cards, or in real thick plastic acetate sleeve, not sleeves, but capsules, containers, and that helps for two reasons. It's not only to maintain the condition, keep the condition of the card. It's never going to really deteriorate. But the other thing is to authenticate the card, because there's so much fraud in that business, which I'm hoping that never hits this level in this market. So like I said, my thinking, my thought process was always to keep things sealed. Not all things. Don't get me wrong. I want to clear that up real quick. If I have a copy, a perfectly good copy that I'm satisfied with, a really good player copy, and I find a sealed copy, I don't go out and hunt these sealed copies down. Now there were 2 or 3 in this lot that I'm going to show that I did that actually, but if I find a record at a good deal that I like and I've already got a player copy, I'm thinking, well, I've got a good player copy, and then I've got a good mint sealed copy. Well, I had a couple things happen over the last couple of years that since I've gotten back in heavily into collecting vinyl and rebuilding my vinyl collection. Some of the stuff I've just let go, didn't fill in gaps. I was into CDs and digital music just like everybody else. But here lately, since I've gotten back into it over the last couple years, I have been picking up a couple things here and there, losing my train of thought. But I had a couple things that I had purchased that, like say, I bought a sealed copy of Billy Joe Shaver record, and it was advertised as VG++. And when I got it, the cover was beautiful. The record was beautiful, other than the fact that you could have surfed on the damn thing. I mean, it was riding the waves, baby. So I took some time. I did it really slow. Followed a bunch of tutorials. I don't have a vinyl flat. I'm probably going to get one. Scott Waters has one, and I think he's had mixed reviews over what has worked and what hasn't. I know you can't get every every form of wave out of it, or fold, or, bend. So I'm hoping that maybe by getting one of those, if I do have a rare record, I could save it. But somebody asked me, why are you wasting your time with that? Why don't you just shit can that and get another record? Well, yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but good luck finding another copy of that at a reasonable price. I think I bought that Billy Joe Shaver record for $3.99, and it's like a, excuse me, that record sells for $50 all day long, So I just thought I would do my best attempt at saving it. So with that being said, I have changed my thought process on keeping sealed records sealed, especially if they're real tight. There's probably a couple that I will keep just because it would kill me I would be kind of torn to think I've got so many copies of this record. I'm never really going to play it, so why not just keep that extra one sealed? I don't know. I'm kind of torn there. But anyway, here is the stack that I plan on doing sealed to reveals on in the future. But let's get to this, the heart of the matter here real quick, which is the copy of Kiss Animalize that I just got in a trade / VCLT from Ron Haggerty, Metal Ron. How you doing, Ron? Let's tear into this baby. I actually didn't have a copy of this record. It's got a real loose shrink on it, so I'm not really concerned with any warp or anything like that. You know, fingers crossed. You know, as soon as I open my big fat mouth, sure as hell, you know, it'll be warped. But we're gonna break into this thing. This is 1984 Kiss. Big single off here is Heaven's on Fire. Let's tear into this. Like I say, the label's not anywhere near as tight as the Cinderella one was that I had gotten for Christmas. So there we go. We're opened. Breathe that 1984 air. Sure. Inner, nice custom inner. We got a little bit of a split on the inner, on the bottom, and the side, but that's no big deal. Lyrics on the back, very cool. Nice, nice condition. And then this should be on the Mercury label. So there we go. Looking all right there. Looks fine to me. That's very cool. Glad to have that added to the collection. You know, Ron had shown that in one of his previous videos, and he had said he had picked it up at a good price, and he had a nice player copy already. So I just. And he had mentioned that it would maybe be up for trade or something, or sending out in a VCLT package. So I just reached out and said, hey, dude, let's work something out. He also sent me some really great David Allan Coe records in that package, which is great. So there is Kiss Animalize, sealed to revealed. And that same package, Ron had also sent this TV show's greatest hits of TV shows, TV themes. And I didn't even realize whenever I opened up the VCLT package that this one is sealed as well. So we're going to get a little bonus sealed to revealed here on this. If you guys aren't interested in this, you can turn it off. But I have no idea what's inside, other than a record that I'm very curious to play. It has you know, the Sanford and Son theme, $6 Million Man, Charlie's Angels, One Day at a Time. The one thing I was kind of bummed about, and I mentioned it in the passing. So there, we've got it opened here, and this was pressed in. Damn it doesn't say, but I would imagine this has to be late 70s. Maybe it says it on the record. But the one thing I was bummed about is it didn't have the Jeffersons, which I'm going to get the Jeffersons. Mark my words, I'm going to get the Jeffersons theme song. So there's no inner in here. Record's beautiful, but we have to fix that. It does not have a date on here either, but like I said, it's probably a late 70s. Pressed on Peter Pan Records there. Kind of cool. So we will see. It mentions something about the pop singers and orchestra, so this could be not really the theme songs that we're all used to hearing, the actual theme songs, but there it is, sealed to revealed themes from hit TV shows via Ron Haggerty, Metal Ron. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Oh, actually, real quick, I want to show you this. A couple of these things. and I want to get your input on this, because I'm going to be doing these sealed to revealed, maybe 1 or 2 a week. I don't know. Maybe just 1 a week. I don't know. 1 or 2 a week until I get these all done. But I want to show you these real quick. This is my baby here. This is I've had this for a long, long time. It is my hands down absolute favorite hip hop, rap, gangster rap record. Eazy-E, Easy Does It. I probably own 3 or 4 copies of this record, but this is a OG pressing. Still has the Tower Records logo, Tower Records price sticker on it. This one, along with a couple others in here, this one is going to pain me to open, but I'm going to do it. I want to make sure that one is in nice shape, especially after the bad luck I've had over the last little bit or so, and the realization that I've come to that I don't have to keep things sealed. You know, and a sealed record doesn't guarantee it's always going to be mint. This is another one here. Johnny Cash Sings His Best. I can't find any information on this as an LP on Discogs, but I found this in a lot. It has a $3.97 price tag on it. It has all his big hits on it. But I think, you know, that might be cool to crack. Here's another one that I've had since I can't remember, 80. I probably bought this. No, I bought this in a collection maybe 2 years ago. This is Darkness on the Edge of Town by Bruce Springsteen. And I had a couple player copies that I was fine with, and there again, my mindset was, oh man, I found a freaking sealed copy of Darkness. This one's sealed up pretty tight, so I don't know. By the time I crack that seal, there might be some warpage in there, but I can't wait to bust this baby. Great record. Probably one of my favorite records by Springsteen. Here's another one. Kiss Alive 3. If you guys follow my my Instagram feed or my Facebook or anything like that, you'll see, and it's just Billy Hurst or Billy Hurst photo. You see a lot of this stuff, but I had a copy of Kiss Revenge, an original U.S. press of Kiss Revenge that I had busted recently. It's been 6 months or so back. I had moved to Nashville, and I lived there for 8.5 years. Made a couple records while I was down there, and in that time, I put a lot of my stuff away in storage that I just couldn't take. You know, we moved into a small 1-bedroom apartment when my wife and I first moved down there for the first year, and until we ended up getting our house the following year. And then, but in that time, in that year, I stored a lot of my stuff in a storage unit, and we had a little bit of storage unit mishap, so to speak, and a couple of my records got damaged in that. This was one of those. Revenge was one of them. It was sealed, and it was what it was a box was dropped from about this high, 6 or 8 feet down on the corner. It hit the edge, and it bent the corner of it. Luckily, there was no other real damage to anything. This one here had the same thing. The corner got a little bit bent up on it, but it's a still sealed white vinyl copy of Alive 3. One of my I love that Revenge era Kiss, man. I think it's the best musically Kiss really ever was in their career. It's a shame. It's not a shame that they got back together, you know, with the Unplugged and then the reunion, because just for nostalgia's sake, and so many fans didn't get to see Kiss in their glory days, their heyday with makeup. So it was cool, but in another sense, it was a shame, because that band was just starting to get. They were writing a lot of great stuff. Musically, they were coming together. They were so solid with Eric Singer and Bruce and Gene and Paul, and their stuff was so heavy. I don't know. I mean, it kind of bummed me out a little bit. But then again, heavy music in 1993 was kind of going away. So maybe they saw it. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they saw the writing on the wall and said, "Hey, f this. We're going to make the real money." So you got to give it to them. Got a sealed copy of Prince, Around the World in a Day. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. Dwight Yoakam, Guitars, Cadillacs, etc. One of my favorite country records and country voices ever, Keith Whitley, Don't Close Your Eyes. That one will probably pain me a little bit to open, along with this one. These next two, actually. A sealed copy of Garth Brooks' self-titled debut. And then probably the most influential country record of my time, Garth Brooks' No Fences. Have the debut and the follow-up from Alan Jackson. Don't Rock the Jukebox here, and Here in the Real World. A live Merle Haggard show. I don't know, I got this in a collection. I just thought I've got enough. I've probably got 30 Hag records, and I just never got around to opening it. And then the first two records by Steve Earle. Got a sealed copy of Guitar Town here that I've just kept because it's one of my all-time favorite records ever. And Exit Zero. Exit Zero? Exit O. I always called it Exit Zero because exits have numbers on them. I've heard other people say Exit O. Exit Zero. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's a stack of records that will be sealed to revealed. Leave a comment down below if you let me know which ones you would like to see first, and if I get a bunch of people saying I want to see that, oh, I would love to see that, love to see that, like I said, leave it in the comments down below, and I'll try and get to those first. If not, if nobody gives a shit, I'll just do, like I said, 1 or 2 a week until I get bored of it, or you guys get bored with it. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, we'll see you. Thanks. Peace.